What's up everybody, it's X, and I happen to have with me the iPhone 16 Pro. Now, I'm not going to say that this has been one of the most interesting Apple releases, well, largely because they say we would get, or because we were really hoping to see. One second. Alright, so in order to better prepare myself for this new iPhone 16 Pro, I jumped back into the 15 Pro Max, downloaded iOS 18, and it was my daily driver for about 2 weeks. Okay, so first things first. Unboxing this new iPhone, well, it wasn't really any different than what you would have received out of your more recent iPhones in years past. And to be honest, I wasn't exactly as excited as I typically am when I pick up new tech. With the announcement of AI not being available when the iPhone first ships, and some of the other apps receiving updates that looked like they may have been ready when the iPhone shipped, but now we're finding out. There's just something about that sound. Anyway, yeah, so now we're finding out that it won't get here till 18.1 or maybe even 0.2. It's a little disappointing. Also, now that the iPhone is getting a little bit faster charging, it would have been nice to see them toss in a charging brick to support that fast charging. Just saying. Now, I don't want to get too far into it. I really do like iOS 18. I think it's the closest iOS I've seen in terms of customization to Android. And I'm not loyal to either side there. It's just, actually, I'm loyal to whoever's bringing the heat. So we'll just get that out the way right now. So this has been easily one of the most interesting iPhone releases I can remember for a while. Now, I do remember way back when with AntennaGate, and then I think it was shortly after that was like BendGate. But for the most part, they've kept their nose clean. So fast forward to today, and you have the giant Apple marketing machine behind the 16 pushing AI, only for the phone to get shipped without it. And we have to wait for another iOS update to even get it. And who knows what that's going to look like once we do. Like, yeah, I get it, they have beta programs to clear out all the bugs and whatnot, but it's probably not going to be its final iteration, is what I'm saying. I guess that kind of makes this, if you're doing it just for the AI, it makes it a more difficult purchase. Okay, so looking past, or shall I say, over AI Gate, like this phone still brings some pretty cool features. For instance, the screen size has gotten bigger. It's now 6.3 inches instead of 6.1, and you got smaller bezels. So anytime we shrink those bezels and you get a bigger screen, like, I'm all for it. As long as it's not like curved glass. Like, I really don't like it when it goes over the edges. It's just like a drop hazard or screen protector hell. I don't know. All right, rant over. Okay. The other big feature that's coming with the 16 Pro that is delivered on time is the camera control, or button. I mean, it is a button. If you press it, it clicks. So I'm doubling down, tripling down on this being called a button. I know a lot of people have been calling this new camera button gimmicky, and I see where they're coming from. I just don't really agree. So, for instance, when you're already in position ready to take a picture, now you can just use one finger to go through any and all of the settings with the exception of like burst mode. And you can just, the whole process is a lot quicker. Now, is it necessary? No, but I don't really see it as a gimmick. Who knows? Maybe in 3 or 4 years, either they've scrapped the idea or everyone loves it or reprogrammed it to do whatever else they want. Now, with any smartphone upgrade, they always hit the same major areas: camera, battery, processor. And that's exactly what they did here. Well, the camera did get a boost, or at least the ultra wide did. It went from 12 megapixels all the way up to 48 megapixels. Cool. And now it has 5 times zoom, which was a feature from last year only to the Pro Max series. But now the 16 Pro has it. Amazing. Also, I know I'm not going to use it as much as I'd like to, but that 4K 120 slow-mo, fire. I highly recommend it. You can get some pretty sick shots. So the feature that caught me off guard that I absolutely love with the 16 Pro is that studio quality 4 mic array. So basically how it works is, after you finish recording, you can go back and have the audio focus on only what's in frame, eliminating all of the background noise. I put this through a little bit of a torture test, putting myself on frame with my loud PC in the background and the TV as well. And somehow it was able to just focus on me, eliminating all of the other background noise. And if you're somebody like me that likes to record video and make content, this is a game changer. Batteries are impressive for this year. Maybe not as much for the 16 Pro Max, but for the 16 Pro, it's essentially doing 15 Pro Max numbers. Now, Apple hasn't officially released the battery size, but many people speculate it's around about 3,582 milliamp hours. That's a big jump. Charging wise, Apple's not exactly breaking any records. Now, they did say with a 30-watt charger that they can get 50% in 30 minutes. So it's better. But at this point, I'd love to see, give me 100% in 50 minutes. Like, that's not crazy. That's still not like Vivo numbers. Like, help me. Help me help you. So I like this phone. Like, I really do. But if you own a 15 Pro or a Pro Max, there's no way that I can, in my right mind, recommend, like, saying that this is an absolute must buy. On top of that, we don't even have the AI features right now. So, like, I'm going to review this again once we get the AI. But sorry, it was just a lot to take in. I needed to change things up a little bit. Nah, we're going back in. Okay, no, seriously. Like, this is the most subtle incremental update I've seen since like the Galaxy Z Fold 6. And that's just crazy. Like, I couldn't see buying this phone unless maybe not the 15, none of the 14s either. Maybe the 14s, maybe. Borderline. Like, if you have an iPhone 13 series, like, then it's probably worth it. Yeah. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, take care.